Hello, my fellow villagers. How are you all doing? Welcome back, and if you're new, thanks for checking in. My name is Gimbia, and I'm an entrepreneur and a public health enthusiast passionate about improving and maintaining good health. Secure your well-being always. It's been a while since I released a video, and we can chalk that up to the current pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. My schedule being packed, like my plate has just been full, so I do apologize for the break, the extended break, but I'm back with the third part of the series, social graces and norms to abide by when in public or dealing with anyone other than yourself. So basically it's etiquette, social etiquette. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Social rules extend beyond the physical into cyberspace. I'm talking about online platforms like emails, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, you name it. The rules of engagement should be the same as in the physical world. Respect, no name calling, body shaming, or slut shaming. You will not always agree with what people have to say or what they stand for. In such a scenario, move on. Waka pass if you know that you cannot communicate your difference of opinion without resulting to insults or name calling, bullying, basically. If for nothing else, for your own peace of mind, just move on. There's a quote I like by Aristotle that says, it is the hallmark of an educated mind to entertain a thought without accepting it. So you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to accept it, but be able to hear it. Let it not affect you, at least not negatively. We all have what we're dealing with at every particular point in time. So let's do our best to not contribute to the toxicity out there. Let's not continue to put out negativity and toxicity out there in the world. Let's just make the world a better place, really. Sharing private information or pictures, messages, from someone you are or used to be close to is also a line you don't want to cross. No matter the circumstance, no matter the bad, the wrong that has been done to you, there is always another way, a better way to resolve it. A less criminal way, because if we're going by fact, that or those are criminal activities. You can be prosecuted for it. Maybe not in this country. You may get away with it, but if you're somebody or if the person is somebody, you might not get away with it. But apart from the law, even, it's just morally wrong. Find a better way, another way, to air your grievances. Allow yourself to calm down and strategize, a better approach. Announcing people's news before they go public with it is a skill to be unlearned. And the solution is simple. Ask for permission. Is it okay if I post this? Is it okay if I tell these people? You may feel you're in a circle of friends and, okay, can I tell this other person or invite this person into this news? It's good news, right? But for reasons best known to the owners of the news, they may not want to share it just at the moment. It could be for security reasons which you may not be aware of. It may just be privacy, or they wanting to be the ones to break the news, and then you taking that away from them is perfectly legal, but morally reprehensible. So just ask for permission. It's not your news to share. It's not your story to tell. Now, the coronavirus pandemic has really, really helped us with some of these social graces, such as respecting personal space. So now we have to enforce the 6 meter distance rule is being enforced. So people tend to give space to others, in public. So that helps. But another thing we need to normalize: coughing and sneezing into your elbow, the dab. Let's not spread the germs around or use your hand to cover it, the same hand you use to shake people or touch things that other people will touch, without sanitizing your hands or washing your hands, because you may not always get access to water everywhere you go when you're outside. So let's normalize doing that. Another thing that's very common, and nobody would arrest you for it, but if you need to fart, some things are uncontrollable, but they're biological. You cannot avoid it. Everybody does it. Everybody farts. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you're in a public place with people, in a particular spot, you can just move a little bit, move away from the group you're standing with, so you don't just insult them all, abuse them all with the smell. Move away for a bit, let it dissipate into the air, and then you can come back. Nobody has to know. Let's see, what else? Using deodorant. This shouldn't be news, but it's important. It doesn't matter if you're not going to sweat, or you think you're not going to sweat. Use deodorant. The body smells come out not just when you sweat, and particularly in places that are covered or kept warm for extended periods of time, like under your arms. Just use deodorants. There are very affordable ones. There are mild smells if you are allergic to strong smelling chemicals. Use deodorant. It's something I think everybody should use. It's something that is quite affordable. You don't have to go for high-end brands. There are cheap options to go buy. Perfumes. I say people in Nigeria really, really, really love perfumes, and it's a good thing, but it's not always necessary, especially in certain places. We don't have those signs here that advise you not to wear perfumes here. Like in hospitals, strong smells can trigger various reactions from people. So most of the time in hospitals, they advise you not to wear perfumes. Just use deodorants or use mild perfumes. But we don't get that in this country. In this country, it's a bombardment of various strong perfumes. You go somewhere and you're just being hit left, right, and center. You feel like you're assaulted by all those strong smells. Like, what are you trying to prove, really? What is the essence? I guess some people use a lot of perfume because they feel they're going to go out for extended periods of time and they may not get the chance to freshen up. So it's like, let me pour all the perfume I can use now so that it will last me the entire day. But let's be considerate of other people's noses, Peeing on the road, on the side of the road. This is more common with men, I'd say males, but it's a hard thing to tackle because this is a country where there isn't a lot of access to public bathrooms, except in maybe eateries, of which you have to buy something, you have to pay for something, a service or a product there before you are allowed to use the restroom. So I guess you can't really blame people, because what are you going to do? If you have to go, you have to go. But if you can help it, if you can pee before you leave or find a bathroom to use before you get stuck in traffic, it would help, rather than just coming out and peeing on the road and littering the place. Then let's see, spitting, which is similar to peeing, and I guess it's a habit that people form subconsciously. You're walking and you just spit on the road. That's also a very nasty habit. Let's try to forget that as this year passes. Let's leave it with this year. When you're out with kids, with children, whether to a friend's place or any other public space, a mall, pharmacy, wherever it may be, you as the adult are responsible for the children. So you can't just sit down and relax, cross your legs while they tear the whole place apart, because everyone is looking to you to control the children, So you can't just have a good time. Basically, you are in work mode, you're in work mode. So a number of these social rules the children may not understand yet, or may not be able to follow. So it is your job to enforce them or to help them through the rules. Basically, you are seeing to the rules on their behalf. Don't look to your host or the owners of the shop or a place to control the kids for you. It is your duty to do that. Anyway, we've come to the end of this episode, and I hope it was enlightening. I hope it was educating for someone out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. Subscribe. If you haven't, please like, comment, and I'll see you next time.